Hey guys, I'm back with another tutorial for you, and this is a very basic everyday look, but I really wanted to slow down and actually explain what I'm doing and just teach. So this is a pretty long video, but it's really informative, so if you would like to learn something new, then just keep watching. So I'm starting off with the base, and I always use MAC's Soft Ochre Paint Pot. I'm just going to go ahead and apply that all over the lid with my finger. And this is going to ensure that our eyeshadows stay put. And I'm taking this blush brush and some translucent powder just to lightly set that all over the eye. Then I'm taking this big fluffy blending brush. This is going to ensure that our eyeshadows blend out nicely, and you don't want like a crisp line as your eyeshadow. You want it to be very blended. So I'm taking this tan color. It's really light. It's actually super close to my skin tone. So dipping my brush into the eyeshadow, I'm actually going to tap off the excess and then just apply that to the outer corner first and then slightly dragging it inward. So I like to use windshield wiper motions for this, which is actually just going back and forth, and is going to really help with the blending process. You also want to tilt your brush downwards like that so that the brush hairs face upward to your crease, because the hairs are just going to do the job for you. And right here I'm actually showing you that since I have very hooded eyelids, I don't have much space on the lid, and so I like to blend the colors upward higher than. Right here I'm showing you that it's actually better to hold the brush from the very tip, because that's going to give you like a softer hand with it instead of getting the grip from the very front of the brush, which is going to make it like really hard to blend. So yes, lighter at the bottom. So now I'm taking this flat, a little bit smaller blending brush, and because it's flat, it's going to help really blend out the colors on the crease. So I'm taking this chocolate brown eyeshadow, and yes, it's much darker, so we're gonna actually apply it to the outer corner. So first I'm just starting off by actually applying the color and then slowly dragging it into like a V, and just patting the color on and slightly again blending it inwards into the crease, but it's actually a little bit higher because of the hooded lid. And then going back in with my brush just to blend out, and it's just repetitive process, just going back in with the darker color and then going back in with the blending brush just to blend out the lines. And yep, it's a lot of blending, but it just gets you a really smooth transition. So now I'm taking this small pointed crease brush, and this is actually good to work with at the crease. I'm taking Sable and Espresso from the Lorac Pro palette, which are much darker chocolate browns, and I'm taking that again at the very outer corner, but you want to be a little bit more precise than what you wear with Cocoa Better. So again, I'm taking it in a V shape, starting at the outer corner and then slightly dragging it outwards and then again inwards into the crease. And we're going to apply the color first, not worrying about the lines, and then we're actually going to go back in with the 217 to blend that out. So it creates a V line shape right there. So what I like to do is actually do circular motions for when blending out the darkest colors, because you really want the brush and the blending to stay right where you apply it. So at first I like to do circular motions, and then right at the crease again with going back and forth, and then slightly tilting the brush so that the bristles face upward, and again going back in with my blending brush just to smooth out any edges. And I'm just repeating the process just to get a little bit darker. I think I'm using just a regular eyeshadow just to darken up that outer corner. And again with the 217, patting it and doing circular motions. And back again with my blending brush. So now for my brow bone highlight, I'm actually using a angled shadow brush and a white eyeshadow, and I'm just going to slightly drag that through my brow bone. And then I'm taking Urban Decay's eyeshadow primer potion on the lid, which is like basically in the center and then towards your inner lid. And then I'm taking light bronze from the Lorac Pro palette and just applying that directly where I applied the primer. It's going to add a little bit of a pop of color with shimmer. And after you applied it with your brush first, you want to use your finger to get the most pigmentation out of the eyeshadow. So now for my eyeliner, I'm using this MAC angled eyeliner brush and Maybelline's Blackest Black gel eyeliner. What I like to do with eyeliner is I like to start off by not making mistakes. I like to start off by actually lining the top of the lid first, like so. And since I have very little lid space, I like to do a very thin line so that it doesn't overwhelm the eye and it just doesn't cover the whole lid. So I'm showing you that for the eyeliner, you always want to make sure that you take your eyeliner directly from the lower lash line, not like this. Like you don't want to face the end of your eyebrow or just directly straight downwards. You want it to follow the natural curve of your lash line, like that, the bottom lash line, like so. So it's just gonna follow that line. So I like to actually start off with the tip of the brush and just start making small strokes, and that's how you get the little wing right there. And then I like to just go ahead and connect that to the inner lid. So the trick to actually getting your wings to look the same and not one higher than the other is to just follow the natural line of your bottom waterline or lash line. You just go up like so, and that's how you get your wing. So now I'm curling my eyelashes, and I like to start off at the very root, and then after a few squeezes I'm going to go to the middle section of my eyelashes, and then at the very last just curl the very tip of it. So now for mascara, I like to start off at the root since you want your curl to stay longer, and then you can go ahead and wiggle the brush upwards to the very tip of your eyelashes. One thing that I do have to say is that you never want to curl your eyelashes after you applied mascara. It's going to really damage your eyelashes. So just make sure you get a good curl first, and then you can go ahead and apply mascara. So now for the eyebrows, I'm taking another angled eyeliner brush and Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade, and this is actually really good for if you don't have, if you have very sparse eyebrows like I do. And this, I've had this for a while now, and it still looks like it's gonna last me for like literally a year. So for my eyebrows, I like to start off by underlining them, which means I'm just going to go ahead and drag a line under my eyebrows, and then just go ahead and fill in from my arch, slowly creating their shape like so. And you want to go ahead and dip your brush, but when you're working at the top, you don't want to go like crazy on this product because it can get very dark, like you just saw right there. Yep, I had too much product. And then I'm going to underline the very front too, because I like how it looks when it's like underlined, and then just softly tilting the brush like so, and then just making upward strokes to mimic the hairs at the very front since they grow upwards. And that's it for the eyes. We'll go back to the bottom section of our eyes later after foundation. This has quickly become a favorite of mine. It's very good for oily skin since it is matte and it does last a pretty long time. So I'm taking this flat top foundation brush, or my foundation. I'm going to go ahead and apply some to the back of my hand, and then just dot on the foundation all over my face like so. And to blend that out, I'm using patting motions first. So you just want to pat, pat, pat away the foundation. And once you think the foundation is settled, then you can go ahead and do circular motions just to really blend out any harsh lines that you might have left behind. So now I'm taking some Maybelline concealer, and I'm in the shade 20. And this is a very convenient and easy to use concealer because of the applicator. You could just swipe on some concealer and just put the applicator back into the tube and you're ready to go. So I'm just going to make a triangular shape right below my eyes and actually extend the concealer out, following my wing, just to really help clean up those lines. Now taking the Sephora concealer brush, I'm again using patting motions to blend out that concealer under the eyes. You don't want to use dragging motions, especially if you're trying to pull downwards your right below your eye. And again, just cleaning up those edges at the end. So now to set that concealer, I'm taking the same e.l.f. blush brush and the same translucent powder from earlier, and just to set under the eyes and on the T-zone, which is the forehead, the nose, and the chin. So now taking a flat definer brush from EcoTools, I am going to take the shade Cocoa Bear right below on the lash line, and you're just going to apply the color first, and then taking this pencil brush from Morphe, it's really going to help blend out that Cocoa Bear. And I'm taking Creme Brulee to do so. It's going to really give you that blended look on the under eye. And I'm just going to finish off by applying some mascara on the bottom lashes. And that is it for the eyes. Now we're going back to the face. So taking Benefit's Hoola Bronzer, I already hit pan. It comes with its cute little brush, and it's perfect for applying it on the hollows of your cheeks. So right here I'm showing you where to find that area. So if you touch on the sides of your cheeks, you're going to feel that cheekbone, and right below where you feel the bone is where you want to apply it. So it's basically following right below your ear right there. So you want to go ahead and just apply the color, and you always want to blend upwards, never downwards, because if you do it downwards, it's going to make it look muddy, and it wouldn't go in place. I'm also taking that bronzer on the jawline to even the face out, and taking it on the sides of my nose, just a little bit. So I'm taking this blush from Wet n Wild and a Real Techniques blush brush, and this is one of the softest brushes I have ever laid my hands on, and I love it. It's my favorite blush brush, and we're just going to take that right above where we applied the bronzer. And now I'm taking this Morphe M501, and I like to use this brush for highlighting. And I'm taking ColourPop's Lunch Money Highlight, and this is a very gold, bronzy highlight with brush hairs on it. So right here I'm showing you that that is where the bronzer goes, and then right above is the blush, and right above the blush is where we're going to apply our highlight. You don't want it to be close to the eye, just right above where you applied your blush. I'm also going to take some on the nose and the Cupid's bow. So right here I'm showing you where we laid out the bronzer, the blush, and the highlight. And that is it for this talk through everyday makeup tutorial. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you learned something new. I hope this was informative for you. So yes, thank you for watching. Bye!